Hello, love and spiritual seekers. Ray Freitas here, representing Ray of Life, Marriage, and Spiritual Empowerment. There's something I call the three-legged stool of a marriage, or any relationship. Think of a stool, 3 legs, and the seat. One leg represents honesty, one leg represents communication, and one leg represents trust. And trust is developed by continuing to be honest and the ability to communicate. And it's developed over time. And how many of you have lost that trust right now? How many of you has the stool actually broken down? But like everything, the stool can be rebuilt. Your foundation of your marriage can be rebuilt. And how is it rebuilt? It takes time, it takes honesty. Open yourself up. Open yourself up. I've had clients who had a hard time opening themselves up. All they had to do was just be honest. And their spouse understood the whole thing. Just know I'm here to help you. Open yourself up if that's what you're struggling with right now. Because when the pandemic hit, even I had to say, okay, what do I have to do? How do I open myself up more of what I want more out of life? Think about the pandemic. If you think about what's happened, and we had all these distractions, but did we really focus on our marriages? Did we focus on those? We're so busy on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Are we really spending the time to relearn our partners? Like my first video said, you have to relearn our partners 5 times in life, at least. Think about that. 5 times. How are we going to relearn our partner if we're stuck on Facebook and Instagram? All the time. Or now TikTok. TikTok's very addicting. In fact, it frustrates me when my wife is on TikTok for hours and hours and hours. So I told her, when you actually leave work, can you get back into reading books? And she's reading books. Now she's into reading books again. I'm like, hey, great, fine, it's positive. Because when you go to Cal City Spay, you're going to be in the books. At the end of the day, it's okay if that stool broke down. Because that's what I help you with. Rebuild this foundation from bottom up. Think about it. You're not going to have to build it from scratch. You already know your partner. You know who you married. You know and you understand who this person is. But maybe the pandemic changed him and you're like, I don't know this person anymore. But if it's a positive change, great. If it's a negative change, oh my God, what can I do to help you? We can't help our partners. They have to want to help themselves. They have to want to try to fix themselves. And once they realize that they need help, that's the time to go look for help. And that's what Ray of Life, Marriage, Spiritual Empowerment offers. Once that stool has been broken, let's rebuild it from the ground up. So what are the things you have to do in order to figure this out? Check me out on Facebook, Ray of Life, Marriage, and Spiritual Empowerment. You can check in at Ray of Life Me on Instagram. Whatever your preferred communication aspect is, reach out to me. I use Facebook and Instagram for communication purposes. To reach out to people. Or for you to reach out to me. Because I don't know whose marriage is on the rocks. I can't reach out to people and say, hey, how's your marriage on social media? It doesn't work, does it? No. It's an intricate thing. You're going to have to reach out to me. Because this 3-legged stool is getting wobbly right now. Very wobbly. And we don't want any of these legs breaking right now, do we? And maybe one of them is already broken. But how do we fix that leg? How do you fix that leg? If it's trust, how are you going to strengthen it? If it's honesty, how are you going to strengthen it? And if it's communication, how are you going to strengthen it? So think about that. The 3-legged stool of a marriage. Honesty, trust, and communication. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your time. God bless. Have a blessed day. I love you.